now at the Meringa Farms, where we are running this trial on hymenachne. So hymenachne is a semi-aquatic plant, so it does really well in a semi-aquatic environment. I'm going to talk to you now about a trial that we have implemented as part of the district plan farmers on a request of growers that have some issues dealing with hymenachne creeping in from their drain into their cane field. So hymenachne, it's this plant down here. It is considered an invasive plant in far North Queensland and other districts. It is usually not so much of an issue in sugarcane. However, in the last few years where we had very wet years, it has started to creep into the crop and creating some dramas in some areas. All these little fragments here, if they break from the main plant, they start a bit like sugarcane. They will root from the nodes and create a new plant. So what we have done in the trial, we have collected plenty of these little fragments and planted them in pots, put them in a pond, and we then screen a range of herbicides to see how these herbicides perform in controlling hymenachne. As you can see, so this plant's been sprayed 2 to 3 weeks ago, and you can clearly see some very strong symptoms on a lot of them. And we're just monitoring that twice a week. About 2 to 3 weeks' time, we should be able to finalize the trial and have the final biomass. The way we assess it, we measure the plant height. So this one would be 27 centimeter, and symptoms, I give a rating from 1 to 9 according to a scale, the European Research Council rating scale for plant phytotoxicity. That scale goes from 1 to 9, 1 being a fully healthy plant, 9 meaning a dead plant. This one, I would give it a 6. 7 goes for a plant that is likely to die. 8, it's nearly dead. So when do we decide to finalize the trial? Is when we have a clear indication that the plant is going to die or is going to survive. So we usually try and wait as far as we can to wait for the symptoms to express fully. The results from the trial will be reported into SRA fact sheets and future edition of the Cane Matters magazine.